You're not good enough to make a YouTube page. Why would anybody want to watch you make a YouTube page? Who do you think you are making a YouTube page? Yeah, sir. We are back. The Jamel Show. Let's tap into 5 books that will help you change your life. Number 1, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Now, this book is over 2,500 years old. It was well documented, been translated into a bunch of different languages. It has a bunch of information. If you think about like Stoicism, or a lot of people think about like the military and different things of that nature when they talk about this book. So I wanted to go over some of my favorite excerpts from the book, and then we'll talk about it. A wise leader always considers both advantages and disadvantages equally. Think about that. So some people only look at the upside, and some people only look at the downside. You got pessimistic and you got optimistic people. But you should weigh each option out equally. Let's say it's an investment. Let's say the upside is 10%, but the downside is 90%. Then you got to think about it like, do I want to risk 90% to only get a 10% upside? And that applies to different things. You might be considering dating people, and this person's volatility level is like in the middle. They're not too crazy. Then this person may be super extreme, but they're more attractive. So you just got to weigh out each side of things equally to make the proper decision. There will be roads that should not be followed. There will be armies that should not be attacked. Some things just shouldn't be followed. Some bullies just shouldn't be picked on. Some paths in life just shouldn't be explored. And for me, it's going to be like, I say certain drugs shouldn't be explored. The drugs work. And I talk to people about it all the time. This has been a saying I've been saying a long time. The drugs work. I'm just not going to go down there. I'm just not going to follow it. For what? I know what's going to happen. If I seen the last 10 people that went down this road all perished, I don't have to be number 11. Another pro tip that I use all the time is learn from other people's mistakes. You don't have to be the person that make a mistake to have to learn from it. But that's that. A general who recklessly underestimates the enemy is sure to be captured, right? So if you underestimate certain things, it will destroy you. So if you think about it in the forms of a general, if you're too confident, if you're overconfident, and you send your army out there, you could be destroyed in battle. So think about it in the same regards to life. Do your due diligence in life with anything that you're applying yourself to, whether it's Instagram, a relationship, or school. Or don't take a course in school that's just super hard, but you just feel like you're smarter than everybody, so you can take it if it's no benefit to you. So always weigh out the options. All of those kind of piggyback off the next one, so you can just use those accumulative together and increase your knowledge and make better decisions. So that's The Art of War. So what to say when you talk to yourself. You see, I had this book for a long time and it's pretty beat up. That's the signs of a book has got a lot of uses, right? So self-talk. We all have a little voice in our head that we speak to about certain different things. It may ask you questions. You may ask it questions. But a lot of time that self-talk is negative. So think about doing something right now. Let's say you're thinking about creating a YouTube page. So as soon as you think about, I'm going to make a YouTube page, your brain automatically may bring up a lot of negative things like, you're not good enough to make a YouTube page. Why would anybody want to watch you make a YouTube page? Who do you think you are making a YouTube page, right? So you get into those things. So that's that self-talk. But in this book, it goes over different methods and how you can use to correct that negative self-talk. And what I've personally done to change my self-talk from negative to positive is meditate. Meditate has helped me tremendously with my inner thoughts and my inner thinkings, because I'm someone who lives in my head. So I'm always having different thoughts. And once you get deep into meditation and spirituality, you'll learn that all of these thoughts aren't your thoughts. But that's for a different video. But this is what to say. Once again, this is what to say when you talk to yourself. So think about this. So say something to yourself right now while you're watching this video. About a new endeavor you want to take on, whether it's getting a new job or going to college and getting a degree or getting married. Say that to yourself in your head, and then think about the next 5 thoughts that pop up. Are they negative or positive? Now this is credited to bringing us out of the Great Depression, right? This is Think and Grow Rich. So this is a new updated version where it used more up-to-date people like Michael Jordan, because the old one was based on like Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie, people like that. So I'll just read off the name of the chapters and you'll see how it is. Desire, the starting point of all achievement. Auto-suggestion is a really great chapter. The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. That's a really good one. The Subconscious Mind, The Connecting Link. But one of my favorite things that I got from this book is called a burning desire. So anything that you want, it has to be a burning desire for you to go after it. Now, we all know by now that your brain is a supercomputer, and you can program it to do dumb things or you can program it to do smart things. But this is basically showing you how to wire your brain for success. So Napoleon Hill spent his whole life researching and educating himself and having interviews with the most successful people in the world at that time. It took him 20 years to complete this book. This is a gem. It's an absolute jewel right here. So this will teach you how to think and grow rich, because you're going to start up here with your supercomputer and you're going to reprogram your mind for success. Now, whatever you put in your brain, I want to let you know you're going to get that. So if you think negative thoughts, you're going to get negative. If you think positive thoughts, you're going to get positive. That's just how it works. And I understand it's a little more complex than that, but cut and dry, that's what it's going to be. Okay, book number 4 is called The One Thing. I recently found this book probably about, 6 years ago, but basically it's kind of built around the premise of the 10,000 hour rule. About, they say if you dedicate yourself 4 hours a day to one thing until you are master at it, you're sure to be successful at it. And I believe that, but it's a lot of science and different things that people talk about, like multitasking and the monkey mind and different things of that nature. I think this is a good read to reiterate what you already know, like what you already know as far as what you want to go after or what you want to achieve. So I think this book will bring you some clarity in regards to what you should be doing. Because right now you might want to be a fitness influencer, you might want to be a YouTuber, you might want to do all these different things, but what this is going to do when you read this book, it's going to help you figure out what that one thing is. Because when you're reading this, you're going to be like, my one thing is this, not really that. So it'll help you provide some clarity on exactly what you want to do, and that is invaluable. Okay, now the last book. This is a heavy hitter right here. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? Oh, his dad was his poor dad, and his friend's dad was his rich dad. And he compared what his dad told him as being the poor dad with what his rich dad told him and compared them to, and they were completely different. Like, his dad wanted him to get a job, get a degree, do this, and the rich dad like, no, why would you do that? You should do this. Is way more scalable. So think about that. This right here, if you haven't started your self-education or financial education journey, is definitely one for the ages. You should start with this. It has different frameworks showing you how rich people spend their money, showing you how poor people spend their money, and just changing your whole perspective on how you see finances. Because a lot of us, like me, I didn't grow up with money. I didn't have money, so I had to learn everything the hard way, making tons of mistakes. Even while reading this book, it's kind of like you got to grow out of that framework of how you seen finances your whole life and adopt a new one when you do get money or when you start progressing and being more successful. So this right here is a golden jewel. So that's 5 books that we talked about today. Definitely check these books out just to get you a great start off to the year. I try to read about 60 books a year, so I'll be doing these more often because I'm reading all the time, whether it's physical books or it's audio books. It's just a great way to educate myself. So let me know what you think about this video in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time on The Jamel Show.